The number 16 card of the major arcana of the Tarot is the Tower, and 1 plus 6 adds up to or reduces down to the number 7, the number of insight and wisdom. The element associated with the Tower is fire, and you can see fire in the card here, and it's ruled by the fiery planet Mars. Now, Mars was a god of war. He was a soldier, he's a god of destruction. He's also a god of taking action, having lots of action, activity, initiating things, putting that pow into things in our lives, into projects, into changes. Now, of course, the Tower indicates change is coming about, and it is very often about physical structures in our lives being torn down. And deconstruction is an important word here, that when the Tower appears, we need to deconstruct things. It can be we need to deconstruct our everyday routine and reconstruct a better one that's better for our health. It may mean we need to deconstruct the path of our careers and reconstruct a better one that's going to take us where we really want to go. So it's about tearing down physical things in our lives. It's not so much about an inner process like the Death card is. It's about taking action in our physical external lives and deconstructing what no longer serves us, what no longer works, or what is built on unstable ground. And you can see the Tower here is built on this little precipice. It's built on not solid ground. It's not built in a good spot. It may have at one point, but now it's time to tear this Tower down. Something needs to come down so that we can clear the space, like a construction site, implode the building, clear out the rubble, restabilize the ground, and build something new and better in our lives. Now we can see the people here, they're falling down backwards, a little shooken up, and that may happen whether this deconstruction happens, something external happens and kind of puts you in that place of deconstructing things, or you choose this deconstruction. It will shake you up. A little element of like, what is happening? But you will recover and you will build something new. This space needs to be cleared. Whatever this is needs to be deconstructed because something new is waiting to be built and it will be better. Okay. Now it is interesting how a strike of lightning or lightning is striking the Tower, catching it on fire. There's an element of divine timing here, that the universe is saying, yeah, it's time for this to come down. And we can either work with that or resist it. And it's always better to work with that when it's time, when the signs of time for change are very apparent, and they'll be apparent with the Tower energy. We need to say, okay, yeah, that is unstable, or that time is done, or it's time for something new. I need to clear this rubble and make new space. And the crown here, the crown being shaken off the top, that's part of these sort of like shock, like, oh my gosh, this thing that was a big part of my life for so long is crumbling down. So there will be a moment of maybe devastation, maybe just, okay, I'm not sure what I'm building next, but I have a lot of work here to clear out this rubble. But your crown will come back. As you build the new, you become more and more empowered. And this is where the insight and wisdom of the number 7 come in. You realize, you get clarity. Oh yes, that was no longer working as you're clearing out that rubble. I understand this process. I see the wisdom in this whole occurrence, this major change in my life. And I see now how I can build the new and how to build it better. Okay. In the PDF, I wrote the Tower is about death and deconstruction, death and destruction or deconstruction of physical structures in our lives and of anything lacking solid foundations or built on unstable ground. It's a challenging energy, but it can lead to great access to inner wisdom, transformation, and the rebuilding of something better. So archetypes associated with the Tower are the Tower of Babel, midlife crisis, traumatic experiences that lead to rebirth. All right. Our next card is the Star, and things start to get much more brighter.